Cristhian, thanks for coming on the show. How's the team feeling this week after that match against FC Dallas?
Muchas gracias por la invitación.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me here. We are hurting right now because we're not doing as well as we expected it. We are working very hard right now to turn things around.
The goal you scored, how important was that for you, for the match, the way it played out? And what does that do for confidence for you scoring?
Bueno, la verdad,
I feel very happy personally because of my goal, but obviously we're still hurting because we're not performing as well as we would like to as a team. We continue to work very hard, to do better on the road.
In terms of individual goals, for you, you've won your spot back into the team. What's important for you? What do you feel that you can really add to the team in the midfield?
creo que falta un poquito de confianza.
We need more trust as a team. This week, we've been working very hard because Columbus has great players, and we need to pressure a lot more in the midfield, and that's part of what I do.
Cristhian, this is now your second year in Portland. How do you feel differently right now than, say, a year ago at this time?
La verdad, en lo personal, me siento muy...
I feel very happy. I feel very happy with the team, too. We made it to MLS Cup, which is a huge achievement. We definitely need to believe in ourselves a little bit more to be able to accomplish better things.
Accomplishing better things. You've been called into the national team. Of course, you've had the chance to represent your country. How important is that, and what does that do for you, confidence-wise, when you go off to your national level?
Bueno, creo que trabajando...
Working every day helps me grow a little bit more. It helps me with my trust, definitely. And I'm feeling great, it helps me to perform a lot better to continue to be called to the national team.
When we talk about the national level, in terms of world level, for you, influences, and you being a very technical player in the midfield, what influences did you have growing up and players you looked to that you wanted to emulate in your game?
Trataba de ayudar.
To help me grow in my trust, I used to emulate Cristian Souza, which he's a player who played in South America. So we played together, and I learned a lot from him.
You now have another Paraguayan, a countryman with the team, Jorge Morera, joining the team. What's it like having a fellow guy who's been in the Paraguay national team and who's from your country, having him here in Portland?
La verdad, bien, me ayuda también.
It feels great to have somebody from my own country here. I feel more relaxed because I know he's somebody who can understand me, and it also helps me to grow more in my game.
Along those lines, what was it like for you at a young age to move to Portland, to America, to a new country, and who helped you settle in over the past year and a half?
La verdad, primeros días me costó mucho.
Well, the first few days, it was very difficult. I didn't know the city. I didn't know a lot of people. So it took a little while to get adapted to everything. But it's been about a year, so I feel a lot more adapted now. I am here now. I feel happy now, and I would like to stay here.
When you go up against Columbus Crew this weekend, given that they're so good on the ball, what's important for the Timbers?
La verdad que sabemos que Columbus tiene...
To be honest, I think they have great players. They have fantastic players in the midfield. We've been working very hard this week to put a lot of pressure in the midfield and to play faster. We have great players, and I'm sure we can definitely do a good match while we're in Columbus.
Cristhian, there's a lot of travel in Major League Soccer, and that includes a 12-game road trip, but long flights. How do you handle the travel involved in playing in this country?
Uy, va a ser complicado, la verdad.
It's very complicated to have such long trips. We definitely have to rest. We have to stay focused. There are 2 games ahead of us, first Columbus and then Toronto. While we're at the hotel, we do our very best to rest, to stay focused, and we have to do our very, very best on and off the pitch to continue to prepare for these matches.
You guys will stay on the East Coast in between the Columbus and the Toronto game. When you're on the road, who do you hang out with? How do you spend your time?
La verdad me gusta compartir mucho.
I like to hang out with most of my teammates, obviously because of the language and because he's from the same country. Jorge Morera is one of the players that I hang out with the most. We listen to a lot of music, we relax, we still try to stay focused, so we are 100% by the time we are on the pitch.